Namanda, 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 huts, namanda, namanda, huts. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the May Shotsuki Hoyo service this morning. And if you're watching later on in the day or throughout the week, thank you for joining us. And also a happy Mother's Day today to all our mothers out there. I hope you have a wonderful day. We'd like to begin today's service with the honoring and remembering of our loved ones in the Shotsuki service, and also welcoming our Shotsuki families here today. And so I'd like to invite Mrs. Yoshi Yao to begin reading the names of the Shotsuki names. And as she does, please gasho or offer incense at your home obutsudan. Thank you. Thank you, Yoshi. Next, we will be reading the three treasures, which will appear on the screen. Hard is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the teachings of the Blessed One. Now we hear it. If we do not realize the truth in this life, when will it be realized? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in the Buddha. May we absorb ourselves in the principle of the way to enlightenment and awaken in ourselves the supreme will. I take refuge in the Dharma. May we be submerged in the depths of the doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha. May we live in harmony in the great assembly of disciples of Buddha and be freed from all hindrances, becoming units of true accord in the life of harmony, in the spirit of universal oneness, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through myriad ages of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we're able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teaching. Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda, Namanda, Namanda Butsu. Next, we'll have Ryojazan Sensei lead us in chanting of Sambujo and Juseige, which will also appear on your screen. Thank you.
Ujo Namida Nyorai Niudo Jo San We respectfully call upon Tathagata Amida to enter this dojo in our homes as we joyfully scour flowers of welcome. Ujo Shakanyorai Niudo Jo We respectfully call upon Tathagata Shakyamuni to enter this dojo in our homes as we gratefully scatter flowers of welcome. Bujo Jipo Nyorai Jo Sange Ra Aku. We respectfully call upon the Tathagata of the 10 directions to enter this dojo in our homes as we joyfully scatter flowers of welcome. Today, on the occasion of the Buddhist Church of San Francisco's May Shotsuki Hoyo Memorial Service, we reverently come before Amida with gratitude for the infinite light and immeasurable life that is Amida Buddha. May the light of wisdom illuminate our hearts and minds and awaken us to our self-centeredness. May it stir us to strive for a life of deeper understanding. May the life of compassion warm the humanity in our hearts so that we may truly appreciate and respect the intrinsic value and dignity of all beings. May we, who have come together today, be guided by wisdom and vitalized by compassion. May we continue to awaken so that together, in the spirit of oneness, we can all fulfill the ultimate meaning of life. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Juseige from the larger Sutra of Immeasurable Life, wherein Bodhisattva Dharmakara declares his intention to become a Buddha. The 3 sacred vows refer to Dharmakara's pledge to 1. Establish the most incomparable vow in the world. 2. To become a great provider and save the poor and suffering. 3. To attain Buddhahood and have his name heard throughout the 10 quarters of the universe. Gogon Chosegan Ishimujo Do Shigan Fumanzok Seifujo Shogak Gao Muryoko Fui Dai Seshu Fusai Shobingu Seifujo Shogak Gashi Jobundo Myosho Chojipo Kukyo Mishomon Seifujo Shogak Ryokujin Shonen Joe Shubongyo Shigumu Do Isho Tenin Shi Jinriki Endai Ko Fusho Musaido Shoujo San Kumyo Kosai Shuyakunan Kai Chien-gen, Meshi Konmo-an, Heisoku Shoakudo, Tsudanzen Chumo, Koshojo Manzok, Iyodro Jippo, Nichigaten Shujuki, Kenko Onpugen, Ishu Kai Hozo, Kose Kudoku Jo Odai Shuchu, Seppo Shishiku, Kuyo Isai Bun, Jusoku Shu Tokuhon, Ganeshin Joman, Tokoi Sangai O, Nyobut Mugechi, Sudatmi Fusho, Gangaku Erik, Hoshi Sai Shoson, Shigan Yakoka, Daisen Okando, Koku Shotenin, Tou Chimyoke. Namandabu. 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 Ganishi Kudoku Yodo Sei Sai Dohon Bodai Shin Ojo on Rako. May this merit virtue be shared equally with all beings. May we together awaken the Bodhi mind and be born in the realm of serenity and joy. Namo Amida Boots. Namo Amida Boots. Namo Amida Boots.
Thank you, Sensei. Now, Reverend Elaine Donlin will offer a Dharma reflection.
Good morning. From Shinran's Koso Wasan, number 74. Shakyamuni is likened to our mother and Amida, Shakyamuni is likened to our father and Amida to our mother, full of love and compassion for us, guiding us through various skillful means. They bring us to awaken supreme Shinjin. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namandots, 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 Namandots. Well, good morning, and thank you for joining in today's Shotsuki Hoyo monthly memorial service, and happy Mother's Day. Every year, we have a monthly May Shotsuki Hoyo memorial service to honor and remember those who've crossed over to the Pure Land of peace and bliss during the month of May. And every year, at least for the past 107 years, we've recognized Mother's Day, also in the month of May, to honor and celebrate mothers. The American incarnation of Mother's Day became an official US holiday in 1914. And interestingly to me, the idea of Mother's Day came from Anne Reeves Jarvis, who in 1868 organized Mother's Friendship Day, where mothers gathered post-Civil War with former Union and Confederate soldiers to promote reconciliation. And then in 1870, Julia Ward Howe wrote the Mother's Day Proclamation, a call to action to ask that mothers unite in promoting world peace. And then finally, it was Anne Reeves Jarvis's daughter, Anna Jarvis, who created Mother's Day as we know it today. She conceived of Mother's Day as a way of honoring the sacrifices mothers have made for their children. When we speak of motherhood, we most often think of it within a biological framework. But as many of us know, this idea of maternal transcends biology and even gender. Many have embraced the idea of awakened motherhood, which was introduced by Srimata Amrita Nanda Mai Devi, fondly known as Amma, during an address she gave at the Global Peace Initiative of Women, Religious and Spiritual Leaders in Geneva, Switzerland in October 7th, 2002. In her speech, she emphasized, quote, "The essence of motherhood is not restricted to women who have given birth. It is a principle inherent in all people, men and women. It is an attitude of the mind. It is love. And that love is the very breath of life. No one would say, I will breathe only when I am with my family and friends, or I won't breathe in front of my enemies. Similarly, for those in whom motherhood has awakened, love and compassion towards everyone is as much a part of their being as breathing." End quote. This love of awakened motherhood, as she calls it, is a love and compassion felt not only towards one's own children, but towards all people, animals and plants, rocks and rivers. It's a truly interdependent love extended to all of nature, to all beings. In fact, to one in whom the state of true motherhood has awakened, all creatures are their mothers, are their children. I have never believed that Buddhism has a corner market on loving kindness and compassion. Any goodness that I have in me, I believe, was modeled by my own mother, who is not a Buddhist, although she did enjoy attending Sunday services at Enmanji whenever I was able to officiate there. But guided by her own appreciation of the teaching of Jesus, she valued kindness, fairness, justice, inclusivity, compassion, and empathy, all qualities that she continues to imbue. And being privileged to sit on the San Francisco Interfaith Council board and being engaged in this very life here in San Francisco, I've developed a deep appreciation of how many religious and non-religious persons are guided by the qualities of loving kindness and compassion. I remain inspired and encouraged by the compassionate activities of so many who have come before me and who will continue with compassionate activity long after I'm gone. I've felt this loving kindness and compassion with one of today's Shotsuki Hoyo honorees, Mrs. Yuri Ito. Her kindness and gentleness helped me immensely to navigate the workings of the BCSF, Buddhist Women's Association. She generously shared her knowledge with me and gently encouraged me to participate fully within the larger leadership of not only the BWA, but also the Bay District Buddhist Women's League and the National Federation of Buddhist Women's Association. Although Yuri-san was not here to participate in the 2019 World Buddhist Women's Convention held here in San Francisco, she was with me in spirit and in heart, guiding me and supporting me as we all worked collaboratively to pull the World Buddhist Women's Convention off. And each time I put my hands together in Gassho during this remarkable worldwide convention, I was thanking Yuri Ito for her unwavering kindness and compassion. For I would not have been in the leadership position I was in had it not been for Yuri-san and many other BCSF BWA members. It is said that Shinran's mother, Lady Kiko Arinori, had passed away after falling ill when Shinran was just 8 years old. And shortly thereafter, Shinran left home and with the help of his uncle, received ordination as a Buddhist monk from the abbot at the Shorin-in temple when Shinran was just 9 years old. And for the next 20 years, he dedicated his life to Buddhist training in the Tendai tradition on Mount Hiei, outside of Kyoto. And at the age of 29, he left Mount Hiei and upon the fortuitous meeting with his teacher Honen, who had been teaching the efficacy and primacy of the Nembutsu, Shinran took refuge in Namo Amida Butsu and spent the remainder of his very long life, both sharing and writing about the profound Nembutsu teaching. It's interesting to me that Shinran, who had lost his mom at the tender age of 8, described Amida as a compassionate mother. For Shinran, the distinctive characteristic of Amida is compassion, just like a mother's absolute compassion for her child. Of this, Professor Reverend Mark Uno wrote, quote, Shinran said that the act of saying Namo Amida Butsu, which is an expression of what we call Shinjin, or true and trusting, is actually the expression of Buddha nature. It arises from our deepest, truest nature, which is ultimately none other than the awakening of infinite light, Amida Buddha herself. I say herself because Shinran refers to Amida as the compassionate mother, end quote. When I'm with Buddhists from other traditions, I'm often asked, what is your practice? What do you do? And my initial response is, we practice gratitude. Our Shin teachings encourages us to think of all the things done for us by our parents, by our teachers, by our friends, even by strangers whom we don't even know, and to do this intentionally, to cultivate it, rather than just letting it happen accidentally. So today we come together with intention to remember and honor each of the Mei Shotsuki Hoyo names read aloud at the beginning of this service. I am so grateful for each and every Shotsuki Hoyo honoree for enabling me to hear and to call back in response the name of supreme virtues, Namo Amida Butsu. Shinjin is the mind of Amida awakened in us, the mind of great compassion. And sharing the Dharma with others, thanks to those who brought us together today, is the fulfillment of the compassionate vow of Amida in this present moment, here and now. So with gratitude for the all-inclusive wisdom and compassion supporting and sustaining us now and always, let us once again hear and listen to the wise words of our founder Shinran. From the hymns of the Pure Land Masters, Wasan number 74. Shakyamuni and Amida are our father and mother, full of love and compassion for us. Guiding us through various skillful means, they bring us to awaken supreme Shinjin. Namo Amida Butsu, 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 Namandots, Namandots, Namandots. Please take care and let's stay connected.
Thank you, Sensei. Next, we will have our Gatha, which is Amida's Our Horizon, which was written and performed by BJ Soriano of the Hilo Honganji.
My eyes look out toward the horizon. I try to visualize what I can see. The soft cool breeze from the ocean feels gentle like Amida's love for me. Amida teaches me that what life is what you make of it as best can be. Right here and now I've got to leave it. Don't be afraid, Amida's love's complete. There've been so many times in my life I used to worry how things would be. That's when I find myself looking toward the safe horizon of Amida's love. Amida teaches me that what life is what you make of it as best can be.
Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda, Namanda, Namanda Butsu. I want to thank BJ Soriano for writing that. Next, I'd like to close with a meditative reading, which is chapter 4 of the Tani Sho. Concerning compassion, there's a difference between the path of sages and the Pure Land path. Compassion in the path of sages is to pity, commiserate with, care for beings. It is extremely difficult, however, to accomplish the saving of others just as one wishes. Compassion in the Pure Land path should be understood as first attaining Buddhahood quickly through the saying of the Nembutsu, and with the mind of great love and compassion, freely benefiting sentient beings as one wishes. However much love and pity we may feel in our present lives, it is hard to save others as we wish. Hence, since compassion remains unfulfilled, only the saying of the Nembutsu, then, is the mind of great compassion that is thoroughgoing. Thus were his words. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda, Namanda, Namanda Butsu. Thank you. Are there any announcements at this point? Elaine?
Yes, thank you. I have 2 announcements, and I will share the screen. Let's see. The first one is the North American District Seminar. Reverend Adams sent this to us to promote. It's an interfaith discussion by Reverend Patty Nakai of the Buddhist Temple of Chicago. It sounds like a really wonderful presentation that's going to be offered. There's a $10 fee. They don't take online payments, so you have to mail it in. But if you're interested, all you have to do is type in Higashi Honganji, Los Angeles, and all this information will be available to you. The second announcement is that we're going to have another BCSF Bento fundraiser on September 16th. And the bentos will be from Saruki Market. And it'll be hosted by the Junior YBA. There's pickup at the temple garage from 1 to 2:30 p.m. And if you're housebound, there will be deliveries. The order deadline is this coming Tuesday at 3 p.m. So May 11th. 2 types of bentos, a vegetarian and a chicken and fish bento. There's also are from Japan bags available. And the way to order is you can call the temple and leave your name and number, and someone will call you back from the bento team. Or you can fill out, you should have received this as an email blast, and you can fill that out and send it back to bcsfbento@gmail.com. So if you haven't received that email blast, let us know, and we will make sure that you get on our mailing list. All right, that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Elaine.
And
yes, Leo?
yes, I'd like to just to remind everyone that on Wednesday evenings, we have mindfulness meditation at 6:30. And you just need to contact the temple and we'll send you the link, the Zoom link. And also every other Tuesday, our book club is still meeting. And we meet at from 2 to 4 is the approximate length. And we're discussing the awareness of self this time around. We're almost through the book, so we'll be going on to another book soon. And you know, it's okay to just stop by and listen to the dialogue, and because we are always going off topic, we go off in different directions, but it's all Dharma related, and so it's all very much you know, around Buddhism, and it's just very very enlightening. So anyway, thank you.
Thank you, Leo. Any other announcements? Okay. So I'd like to once again thank everyone for joining today, and especially our Shotsuki families. And I'd like to thank Reverend Elaine Donlin for her wonderful Dharma talk, for Leo Jiaosen Sensei for chanting, and for Mrs. Yoshi Yao for reading the names today. And once again, thank you all for participating, and have a happy Mother's Day. May you all be well and be safe. At this point, this is the conclusion of our service. Please join me in Gassho. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda, Namanda, Namanda Butsu. Please feel free to stay on afterwards and socialize with your fellow Sangha members. Thank you.